Boys, welcome back. A little bit of a different background now. I know we don't have the green screen up, and I did love the green screen, but I'm back at school, and this is kind of my setup here. And today we're going to be talking about a lot of the nitty-gritty and the problems with Star Wars and delays this year, man. It has been brutal for the past, 3 years. Jedi Survivor was supposed to come out last winter. It was supposed to come out last winter. It was supposed to be November, December when it ended up coming out at the end of fall, beginning of winter, and it just didn't end up happening. It got delayed to March, and now it's getting delayed and delayed and delayed, and it makes you wonder if this game is going to end up coming out on time. On top of that, we got Lego Star Wars, which ended up being delayed about a year or a year and a half. Star Wars Eclipse was supposed to get a lot of media attention and ended up coming in 2024, but it's looking like that game might not even come till 2025, 2026, which is a big problem. Our only hope is Ubisoft that their open world Star Wars game will come out on time, but it kind of begs the question, is every single Star Wars game going to end up getting delayed? Are we having big problems? I mean, there's a lot of things on the fronts of games that just aren't happening. They're supposed to come. I mean, even the Knights of the Old Republic remake that was supposed to come out on PS4 was reportedly canceled by Sony, and it really kind of hurts the industry if every single time they make a huge announcement about another Star Wars game, we just get shot in the foot over and over and over again as Star Wars fans, and it's really starting to just make a lot of people mad, including me. I don't understand why they can't just fix this. Not that hard to end up saying, hey, it's going to take a couple of years to make this game. We're not going to be able to finish it in 1.5 years. I mean, just be honest and put it out. Give a release date. I understand that this is a problem industry-wide, that games are getting delayed, but a lot of the big title companies, I mean, you don't see Call of Duty getting delayed. You don't see a lot of these Battlefield games getting delayed. You don't see a lot of these huge title games that come out year after year after year that people love, which Star Wars could be one of the biggest gaming scenes ever. And I've been saying this forever. If they just make a really good open world game or a really good multiplayer game, it would go crazy. Battlefront 2 ended up being pretty good towards the end of its lifespan. Obviously, that game had some problems with replayability, but they could have just addressed that, fixed that, add some cool cosmetics that you get for grinding the game and playing the game, but it just seems like the gaming companies don't even really care about their fans anymore. I mean, they're putting out a bunch of Star Wars teaser trailers that are considered new releases, and we're expected to absolutely fall in love with the game. And whenever we do, and we end up falling for the bait, we find out that the game's not even coming out for another 5 to 6 years, and it was just a cinematic trailer. Shout out Eclipse. And I love Eclipse. I think that's going to be such a cool game, and the idea and the hype behind it is so cool. But, come on, man. We got to have some type of transparency from developer to fan, because every single time it seems like we are getting these teaser trailers and they are called gameplay trailers. They are told they are supposed to be products of the game, in-game game footage. It's just very, very bare minimum that they ended up turning into game cinematic footage. It's gotten ridiculous. It's gotten ridiculous. Everything's been getting canceled. I don't really get it. I want to know what you guys think about this. It just seems like it's happening over and over again, and as Star Wars fans, obviously, we're pretty pissed about it. We'll talk about the bright sides about Jedi Survivor before we end up getting rid of this video. Is obviously Jedi Survivor is going to be a great game. We got a lot of really cool things that we've talked about this game already. And if you want to see some of those older videos, I mean, we already kind of debunked and talked about some of the things. The main villain isn't going to be an Inquisitor. It's going to end up being that High Republic guy, and that's really, really cool and really fun for the franchise. Also really cool for Star Wars, because we haven't really gotten any High Republic content, and that's going to be really fun to see. But the game looks absolutely stunning. I mean, Clone Wars Easter eggs and those commando droids in the trailer, and just things across the game that make it seem really, really fun. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game, and we're going to be playing the absolute crap out of it on the channel, going over the Easter eggs and talking about some of the Star Wars things that come with the game. But that's going to be a lot of fun. And the only problem I have with the Jedi Survivor game is obviously it's going to be really cool, but the replayability, hopefully it's a lot better than Jedi Fallen Order. I didn't really find myself coming back to Jedi Fallen Order after all these years. I wish that there would have been something to kind of just hold on to, something to explore, something to grind, whether it's a completion thing, or if it's hidden Easter eggs, or it's just these journeys and these extra type of open world things where you can go and just explore and look at things. That'd be really, really cool, and I hope that they do that in this title, and I hope that we get something for that for Star Wars sake, because if I'm just going to be able to play a storyline, it's going to be pretty basic, and it's going to tell me where to go, what to do, then I'm not going to end up wanting to play this game 2 to 3, 4 times, and it's just going to be kind of something that ends up lasting me 2 weeks, and those will be a really fun 2 weeks. It'll be awesome, because I know that the first one was really fun. I still really enjoyed it, but I do wish that there's going to be replayability in this game. I know a lot of people really fully expect that to happen, and hopefully they can deliver on this. They have said there's a couple of extra things that they've been working on, Easter eggs. They've been adding all sorts of little tweaks to the game to make it more like replayable, which is really good. Now, boys, if you enjoyed the video and you made it to the end, please drop a like and a sub, as we're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers on the channel. The views on the channel have actually been kind of crazy, so if you guys will keep that up, that'd be absolutely sick. But if you just enjoyed, drop a sub. It takes 2 seconds. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you boys later, and peace.